Have you ever been in love?
A long, long time ago.
Madame, if you would.
You?
So many times. Yeah, all the time.
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Steve, whatever it is, I can do it.
No,
Let
no.
me do it.
It has to be me.
I can save today, but you can save the world.
Steve.
Welcome to the future. Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it.
Now, I take what I want in return. Everyone will see.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
It's all art.
That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Wonder Woman 1984 trailer video. They also made some big announcements because of the virus. Things are being delayed. Things are being canceled. It's finally hit the Wonder Woman 1984 movie, too. So I'll explain everything that's going on. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We're doing an Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know which other big characters you want Wonder Woman to cross over with in her next big movies. So we'll start with all the footage, then I'll talk about the big announcements that Warner Brothers just made about the movie. This is just a new version of the trailer that's done with more flashbacks to the first Wonder Woman movie, referencing her past with Steve Trevor, doing a better job of setting up the big Steve Trevor twist in 1984 in the present day of the movie. If it wasn't clear from all the trailers and all the interviews that Gal Gadot, Patty Jenkins, and the rest of the cast have done, Steve Trevor is really Steve Trevor during the movie. He really is alive. He's magicked back to life. It's not a fake. It's not some secret Martian Manhunter twist pretending to be Steve Trevor, and it has nothing to do with any of the Wonder Woman pantheon of gods from the first movie, some of which could still totally be around in the world to wreak havoc in Wonder Woman 3. Patty Jenkins did reveal that she does have plans for Wonder Woman 3, and it won't be set during the past. But within Wonder Woman 1984, it's not Hades or Zeus or another powerful Greek god behind all these big twists. The movie still trades a lot on magic, mythology, and gods because all Wonder Woman stories do. It's just not the gods from the first movie. Pedro Pascal, who's been blowing it up on The Mandalorian for the past year, is playing Maxwell Lord, and it's the 1980s comic book version of Maxwell Lord, not the early 2000s telepathic version of Maxwell Lord. So Steve Trevor isn't like fake mind space Steve Trevor. He's physical, you can touch him, he can punch people, as you see during all these White House scenes in the trailers where he's punching these White House guards with Wonder Woman. Maxwell Lord does get powers during the movie, but it's all because of what's going on with this special black rock. Within the context of the movie, he just starts out as an 80s yuppie businessman who's down on his luck and searching for a quick way to riches and fame. As he professes through all of his television ads, you can have anything you want. All you have to do is just reach out and grab it. You just have to want it bad enough. A lot of that's trading on the tropes of the 1980s televangelists and people who were selling salvation, selling things that didn't turn out to be real. Those scenes in the trailer where he's staring at the special black rock so intensely, saying, "Now I get what I want in return," that's when things really start to go off the rails. You have to think of it as a monkey's paw situation, where it's granting them all these amazing things, but secretly it's also taking a lot from them in return. That also kind of explains what's going on with the Cheetah character, because as you see, Cheetah starts out as regular archaeologist Barbara Minerva, who's super awkward, lovelorn. I've been in love so many times, all the time, as she's talking to Wonder Woman over coffee. She works at the same museum in Washington, D.C. as Wonder Woman. Remember, Wonder Woman, obviously because she's lived for so long, is uniquely suited to work in antiquities. And because the movie's set during the past, it explains why Wonder Woman is working at this museum and not at the Louvre, because that's where we saw her during the first Wonder Woman movie. They've retconned a couple things about her backstory since Batman v Superman, but I still think that by the time we get to present day, she will eventually be working at the Louvre. But as the special black rock starts messing with everything and things get crazier and crazier, you start to see Cheetah slowly become Cheetah over the course of the trailer. Like, she goes from being super awkward, as things start to devolve in the streets, you start to see her become more confident, more sure of herself, and then obviously by the end of the movie, when she goes full comic book Cheetah. The movie's mostly about learning the dangers of trying to cheat to win, making the Star Wars reference, because this is happening during the 80s, so we can make the Empire Strikes Back reference. As Master Yoda would say, the quick and easy way is the path to the dark side. So there's a contrast between the Wonder Woman character and the Cheetah character coming to that realization, and the Cheetah character just being too afraid to make the right choice. Wonder Woman being the Wonder Woman you expect her to be, making the tough choice to sacrifice her temporary happiness for the sake of the world. Her happiness obviously being represented in the Steve Trevor character. So there's a lot of crazy magic going on behind all this, but the message of the movie is pretty obvious. A lot of people wondering about the invisible jet, what's going on with her sword, why isn't she running around with it this time? There is no invisible jet during the movie, despite what some of this footage makes it look like. The scene where they're flying in a jet is just a normal jet, just more of Steve Trevor being amazed with modern technology. In the scene where it seems like she's seemingly flying into the air, like she lassos nothingness and then just flies into the air, and then later when she's lassoing the lightning bolts, those are actually just scenes with unfinished special effects. But she can fly during the movie. It is one of her basic comic book abilities, but for whatever reason, they decided that she couldn't fly in Batman v Superman, so when they did the first Wonder Woman movie, they had to play it like she couldn't fly until the very end of the film, where she jumps off the roof of the Louvre and just seemingly keeps on going as if she were flying. The reason why you don't see her running around any of the trailer footage with her sword, because obviously she's going to have to fight Cheetah at some point, wouldn't she need a weapon, is because they said during this movie they don't want her to feel quite so aggressive. And one of the most aggressive things you could possibly do is show Wonder Woman running down the street down Pennsylvania Avenue by the White House brandishing a giant sword. So in terms of fight scenes, she'll mostly just be using hand-to-hand combat, the lasso of truth, in her just regular gauntlets, and obviously the golden armor that you see later in the trailer. For everyone asking about the special gold armor, yes, look how shiny. They've been releasing a lot of motion posters and promos for that. It is really cool. It's meant to be a reference to Wonder Woman's golden war armor from the comics, but within the context of the movie, it does have a special backstory of its own. Remember at the beginning of the first Wonder Woman movie when Hippolyta is telling young Wonder Woman the story of how the Amazonians wound up on Themyscira, how they were created, how she was created? The story about the golden armor is that one of Wonder Woman's ancestors forged the special armor from pieces of armor taken from her fallen Amazonian sisters, and the armor was built to withstand the might of an entire army of regular humans. Just more backstory hyping it up as being super, super strong, and I think that's mostly in service of her fighting Cheetah once Cheetah gets her full-blown powers and Wonder Woman suffers some big setbacks because of that special black rock. Even if Wonder Woman were at full power, Cheetah, when she's at full power, is able to pierce Wonder Woman's skin. That's how powerful Cheetah eventually becomes in the comics. But getting to the big news, if you guys didn't see the announcement, Wonder Woman 1984's original release date was just canceled this week. Finally, we were all kind of wondering what was going to happen. It wasn't coming out till June, and we thought that that'd be safe from any lingering issues with the virus and the movie theaters being shut down. The new release date for Wonder Woman 1984 is now August 14th at the end of the summer, so not that big of a delay, just a couple months. Marvel still hasn't announced a new release date for the Black Widow movie yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to release it around that same time, maybe early August, and just let Wonder Woman and Black Widow duke it out in a fight to the death at the box office. They are filming the Black Adam movie with The Rock starting in August. I've already done a couple of videos and previews for that, so I'll add links at the end of the video. They're also supposed to start shooting Shazam 2 around the same time. But let me know in the comments, Black Adam versus Wonder Woman, who do you think would win that fight if Wonder Woman isn't weak against magic? If you have any big questions or special videos that you want me to do, just let me know in the comments. And as long as you have alerts enabled for my channel, you should see all those videos when I post them. Everyone, click here to learn about the new Black Panther 2 teaser inside the Black Widow movie, and click here for that new Black Adam video. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.